Good afternoon. It is a cold, damp and chilly November the 14th, the day of Grogmeat-ish 2020, and I've just completed one game of The King's Men, run by Dr. A. Cowie, and then Sam is going to run a game of Strontium Dog this afternoon, and I want to make clear that's not the version of Strontium Dog recently published by World Publishing, or the Mongoose version, but it's the original Strontium Dog that Games Workshop was going to publish in 86-87, but never did. This is going to be a nostalgia trip for me because I played it at a convention all those years ago. I'm going to be interested to play it again. I would love to be able to review it, but I think that's unlikely. But in the meantime, I've got another parcel. It's quite a thick parcel, so let's see what it is. So here we go, because that's what you're here for. Another unboxing in the Nook. I'll get my fingers underneath it. There we go. And out. What we have is Cthulhu, APOCTHULHU. This is APOCTHULHU Roleplaying Game. Humanity's time is through. In its place, the Cthulhu mythos reigns. Mankind likes to believe it's the foremost power in the world and the universe beyond. But this is a prideful illusion, a lie. Long before we rose from the slime, other powers far greater held sway upon our planet, and those same powers are always destined to one day return to preeminence. That's what APOCTHULHU is all about. APOCTHULHU is a grim and gritty game that lets you explore many different past or future worlds where the mythos somehow took control. Perhaps human civilizations fell when Shub-Niggurath bestowed a terrible gift of fertility on the earth, or when Nyarlathotep's words seduced superpowers into mutual annihilation. Did Rillier rise, waking great Cthulhu from his aeons of watery dreaming? The APOCTHULHU rulebook is beautifully and extensively illustrated, 330-page volume presenting a full and detailed set of D100 based game rules, streamlined and tailored for running any kind of Lovecraftian post-apocalypse. Flexible options for creating and playing a wide variety of survivor characters with connections to communities and access to resources. Guidelines for building brand new Lovecraftian post-apocalyptic settings or adapting other game materials to the genre. 9 predefined sample apocalypse settings, including an extensive sourcebook describing William Hope Hodgson's Nightland. 2 fully detailed, ready-to-run Lovecraftian scenarios, each is set in its own uniquely dystopian post-apocalyptic world. Okay, so there already has been basically the apocalypse promised in the mythos has already been explored in role-playing with things like the End Times monograph, and also there's a Trail of Cthulhu supplement as well. Which is more akin, I would suggest, to a John Wyndham-like apocalypse that's been brought about by encounters with the mythos. So I don't know what this is like yet, but it's full colour. So yeah, there's a sample page with some artwork. And again, that's a fairly sort of standard shot of an abandoned and long rotted car. Let's see if I can find something mythos related. Yeah, that works. Anything with tentacles? Almost anything with tentacles. So this will be accessible by anybody who's playing Call of Cthulhu over the past sort of like 40 years. What's it, 39 years at the moment, 40 years to next year, because it's D100, and it offers particular take upon the genre basically it's you know, whatever has come about, presumably an intrepid team of investigators have failed to thwart the efforts of the Mythos, and brought about the end of the world. And this is from the same publisher who did I forgot the name of it, but it's the basically the supplement set in Australia, in early colonial Australia, which is really very good, and basically takes the Mythos to a new land and a new period, prefiguring essentially Terra Australis. But this is APOCTHULHU. APOCTHULHU. I'm sure it's going to be interesting. I look forward to reviewing it. Some nice artwork in it. The layout isn't clean and tidy, and I'm sure there's going to be some inventive ideas in here. You know, let's have a look. There appears to be one set. It's quite like the idea of this, like the Yellow Kingdom. Scenario: a yellow and unpleasant land. A post-apocalyptic version of 1890s England, with forces like the serving the Yellow King, basically yellow coats, the pallid revellers, the Knights of Carcosa and star seeds, and images like that. And basically just picture St. Paul's with the yellow side upon it. If there is inventiveness just glancing at that, then they're all going to be a good read. Anyway, APOCTHULHU Roleplaying, available, published by, let's have a look, the name of the publisher. It says, because it's not helping. I'm just looking, just trying to leaf through the pages. Fingers are cold, that's my excuse, and the pages are slightly set together. Cthulhu Reborn, that's it. Yeah, APOCTHULHU by Cthulhu Reborn. I think it's worth taking a look, and there'll be a review forthcoming soon. Thanks for watching. I'll be back soon with more unboxing.